Let's do an update on the Bundy Ranch, Lewis. It is insane what is going on with the Cliven Bundy Nevada ranch situation. To kind of update you on the situation, the background of it is that Cliven Bundy is this Nevada rancher, cattle rancher, who's been shirking his grazing fee responsibilities since 1993. He has not paid the grazing fees that he is responsible for more than 20 years. Now, finally, the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, has attempted to try to enforce the fact that he needs to pay these fees, and it did not go well. They showed up. All of a sudden, militia types started defending Cliven Bundy. They showed up with sniper rifles. They threatened violence, and it has become an insane situation where the BLM has actually backed off at this point, and it's not clear how, if and how, I believe they will, if and how they will enforce his responsibility. So Harry Reid, senator from Nevada, came out and he said that the protesters, the militias, are domestic terrorists. Of course, this created an insane backlash where a Nevada Republican defended Cliven Bundy and said it is immigrants to this country who are the terrorists. This is unbelievable. State Assembly member Michelle Fiore, Republican from Nevada, said, "I'm not saying I agree with Cliven Bundy. I'm saying the way this was handled was really suspicious. When in the heck do we send our federal government with arms to collect a bill? When do we do that? When have we ever done that? I mean, literally, if we send our federal government to the borders to secure them against terrorist crossing, hey, I got that. But they want to come here with arms because cows are grazing?" On the one hand, Harry Reid saying the protesters are terrorists. On the other hand, a Nevada Republican taking the opportunity to call immigrants to this country terrorists. Fox News and other conservative media are championing the supporters. They are even encouraging them in some cases to use violence if they need to defend themselves. Here's the bottom line. Cliven Bundy is a gun-toting tax evader, and the American right is rallying around him. That's the broader trend. And this fixation, if we step back, with opting out of parts of the law that you don't agree with is becoming really popular on the right. Look at Hobby Lobby, for example. Other religious businesses, they think they should, for religious reasons, be able to opt out of the parts of the Affordable Care Act that they don't agree with. Lots of people with regard to taxes, including Cliven Bundy in this case with these grazing fees. Hey, he hasn't paid the grazing fees for more than 20 years, but Lewis, he wants to opt out of that part of the law.
Right. It's funny that on corporate media, we're not really hearing from gun-toting Republican ranchers who do pay their grazing fees, who might even have more cattle than this guy. I'd really like to hear their point of view on this entire matter.
It is a fair criticism to disagree with the structure of the BLM. I've gotten a lot of emails saying, David, you're ignoring the fact that the BLM was not created under the best of circumstances. That's all fine. But to support this unilateral militia-style opposition with guns, right, at the end of the barrel of a gun to not pay grazing fees, how can anyone in their right mind support that? And I agree, the BLM shouldn't have allowed this to go 21 years, right? There were significant mistakes in the implementation of the law and fees by BLM. But how can we ignore that and say, yeah, Cliven Bundy taking up arms and his militia-type groups hanging out there, it is pathetic, it is embarrassing, and the American right is cheerleading a gun-toting tax evader. That's the bottom line.
Right. Corporate media is not helping, and there's just a lot of misinformation here. I wonder how many of those militiamen that are out there sitting around with sniper rifles actually know all the details of this situation.
I'm sure that they would know talking points, often disconnected from the realities and the context of the situation. They could probably state some of those.
No doubt. Everyone's got the talking points down, David. That's easy.
All right, let's take a break. We've got an excellent program planned for you today. The latest on the Affordable Care Act, the latest about Hillary Clinton conspiracy theories, and so much more. It is Marathon Monday. It is Patriots Day in Massachusetts. We are doing a new show. We will be back right after this.